Good evening, afternoon, morning, depending where in the world you are. Speed Gaming 4. We have a Group AA matchup here between Ninjembro and Krithel. Ninjembro, this will be his second match. He's currently 1-0, and Krithel, this is his first match. And we have more Invrosia. My name is Deep Fried 87. I am joined in the booth here by Rob J. Beasley. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good, thanks. Looking forward to the spiciest of the modes in the tournament.
Yes, indeed. And we've seen some of these that have been pretty kind to the runners, and I learned some stuff on the last one, just little nuances that can happen in this mode that you don't necessarily think of till you're like, oh goodness, where the heck am I going next for my progression? So we'll see which of these modes that we end up with here, or which of these versions of the mode we end up with.
Yeah, for sure. There seems to be there's the two distinct categories. The one that forces you to do a horrible dungeon dip early, and the one that just sort of gives you light world access early and can be nice and smooth. And yeah, let's find out. All right, looks like we're getting underway. So both runners starting from the house here. Gonna see how they go about the opening. Looks like they're both gonna kill this guy and then farm a pull. Pretty standard inverted opening.
Yeah, it's one of the two ways to go. I am surprised with the guard dropping 5 rupees. Ninjembo did not pick that up in case there was more money available to go play archery game. But it looks like both of our runners just going for the tier 1, no bombs. So we are off to the chapel to likely head to Outcasts or Skull Woods.
Right. Looks like we've got pendants at Skull and Thieves today, in addition to Pod.
So a lot of light world dungeons here for us. Let's see if that ends up being quicker. Krithel looks like trying to kill some more enemies, maybe going after a higher tier tree pull as well.
I did not get a good look at what was on Bumper Ledge there. Let's see if we can... Oh, no, okay.
I don't even think it was on Krithel's screen. I don't even think that he scouted it.
Alright, it's a controversial play, given that he went over there, but we'll... Yeah, like I only just saw an edge of it on Ninjembro's screen and was not sure what it was. Alright, looks like Krithel's going to do the drop down here to farm some bombs, whereas Ninjembro heading to the middle of Skullwoods.
Yeah, taking care of Mummy Statue Room and gonna likely grab a small key, making the routing a little smoother. Already got one though.
Alright, Krithel in the front just finds the map here. So in this mode, big keys are shuffled, so each dungeon has one extra randomized item in it. So there are going to be 3 things we can find here in Skull, though obviously some of them can be in the back. I guess one of them is guaranteed to be in the back, because it's in Ambrosia, so the Ambrosia rule applies too.
Yes, indeed. And there goes Ninjembro dropping down, farming up a little bit of magic and a couple of bombs. And going to take that key and go loop around. So we're seeing the advantage of starting in the middle section to grab a key and making it one less trip up and back.
Okay, Krithel kind of getting bullied there by the... Oh, there's our Moon Pearl in the front of Skull.
That's nice to see. No bunny walking shenanigans in this scene.
Yep, still remains to be seen how nice the light world access is, though. Both runners done with their little dips into the front of Skullwoods. We're going to check out the village of Outcast now. Still no rupees have really shown up. So we're struggling for cash for chest and or dig games.
Yeah, don't even have the money to play archery game yet. Ooh, there's a hammer in
Alright.
C-shaped house. And that'll get us access over to the east side of Dark World, and no money to get into pod, but that does open up the pyramid ledge, and with a glove, catfish.
Right, ninjembro in the front of thieves here, just finds the small key in the first check. See how many items we can pull from the front here. Aha, well. Turns out it's one of the early Lightworld seeds.
Wow. Less than 5 minutes in, and we've already got Lightworld access. That is a great thing, and is also, which way do I go? There is so much to do.
Yeah, for sure. The early Lightworld, yeah, it just opens up so much of the game that there's just a ton of options and different routes you can take. We'll see what they want to do. Might see some divergence for that reason.
Very much so. If I got this, oh, and there's 50 rupees. That's nice. We can go grab chest game and do a little bit more. But if I got that in this early a set, I'd be heading straight to CAC, trying to just go straight for the density. How about you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Obviously, like the slight issue there is that if you go into the portal in the village here, you can't then do you can't check dig game first, or you'll be stranded down the bottom of the world. But not a huge problem.
And convenient money for more money over on Ninjembro's side at chest game. That is more than enough for our dig game, and depending on how much we dig up, might have more money for pod even later still.
Yeah, it looks like we found two items in the front of Thieves. So there's still 3 in the back there, plus it's also the green pendant. So there are 4 items locked in the back of Thieves Town. So I wonder if we'll have to come back here later. Right, looks like Ninjembro is going to go and head down to dig game.
Yeah, this makes sense. Hit dig game, hit Stumpy before you do that. I wonder if this means he'll go in through the portal by Hype Cave.
Yeah, it makes sense. Then neither of them have checked Hype Cave yet as well, so you can just get those items first and then go ahead and go into the light world.
And again, I'm surprised with only 102 rupees. I know it's only a $5, but that does get you real close to your pod money. Surprising Jimbo's skipping the one that's right there in front of him.
Yeah, for sure. With Krithel taking this route, I'm wondering if he is heading straight to the light world here. Yeah, leaving dig game for now.
Never mind, that's why he was doing it, to be able to he knew Stumpy had the cash. And immediately saving and quitting, not even going and checking Hype. Well, gonna save and quit and save the walk to Hype Cave.
Yeah, this is, I believe, a touch faster. So yeah, Krithel into the light world here at Kakariko. He's going to have those checks at Stumpy and dig game kind of hanging over him. He might be a little bit concerned about them. Looks like there's a bottle in Hype Cave as well, which could also help Ninjembro out to have that on first trip to Kakariko.
Yes, indeed. But Ninjembro, yep, not saving and quitting. Gonna go in through the portal here over by Hype Cave. Wonder which way we'll see, if he'll go south through CAC or if we're going to see South Shore first.
We have our first big key sighting in the well there, but just Ice Palace, not one of the more important big keys.
Absolutely. It's not more important until it absolutely is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just, it's nice to have it, of course, for your, when you go through the dungeon, you can full clear it. Haven't got to worry about leaving the chest behind. Also, 600 rupees in the well.
Yeah, so our runners are well set on cash for the seed. Nothing too exciting in Blind Hut and nothing exciting on the race game, so Ninjembro coming south up, likely going to loop this in and do some North Light World checks. That looked like a cane of Burna in the second I blinked for the library. Might be required.
It's worth noting, yeah. I mean, it can never be hard required, but yeah, it's worth knowing that it's there, because if you find the boots, you then know that, for example, Spike Cave is in Logic. Ooh, there's a bottle in the back of the tavern there, which is good news for Krithel, who will be able to immediately check Sick Kid.
Yes, indeed. Vanilla Plus, and leading us to our book. Book is hard required if Desert is a crystal in this mode, because you cannot mirror to get in. You do need the book to be able to do that, so that's a great early find.
And of course, Desert is in fact a crystal here, because we've already seen all of our pendants in the Dark World. Right, it's just retracing each of the steps now. Ninjembro is gonna presumably pop out of Kakariko to the north and do Lost Woods checks, while Krithel's now coming south to the stuff that Ninjembro has already seen.
Making a ton of sense. Kakariko is the big density here, and then which way you want to go afterwards. Having that glove makes it convenient for Ninjembro to just continue on the north route, drop into the back of Escape, grab the items there, and come out the Sanctuary. Meanwhile, Krithel, with more than enough money for Zora, doing the southern checks. We'll see which way he goes. If he goes and tries to cash in the book early to see if there's something in Desert, or if it's South Shore.
Right, looks like Ninjembro is on the way to make or break chat day by reading the pedestal. Just couch cash, not today.
And that mini Moldorm not playing nice over on Krithel's side. Get it down the second time. And, ooh, big key to Tower of Hera. That's a nice find before heading up the mountain. And Bombos on Ninjembro's side. Both our runners getting a payout.
Yeah, we're both getting potential payouts anyway. Obviously, we don't know that either of those items are hard required, but yeah, it's, especially the Hera big key. It's just nice to have that before your first trip up there. Getting to Hera in Inverted is just a big slog, and you want to make sure you can fully clear it the first time you're there.
Absolutely. With not having mirror access, you either need Hookshot and Hammer, as well as Death Mountain access, or Mitts and Hammer as well, to be able to get in, depending on which portal you're taking.
Right, I did not spy what was on the lumberjack there, unfortunately.
Neither did I. Unfortunately, I was over on Krithel's side. Help us out, chat.
Anyone see it? Okay, just a heart apparently, so no worries about that. Alright, Krithel walking back out of Ice Rod Cave, so it looks like he's interested in swimming to somewhere here. You can take the portal either to Zora area or the other portal to go to the North Light World. Like it's going to be Zora. Possibly after Hobo and Highly Island checks.
Another one of the changes here for Inverted, getting the Graveyard Ledge a fresh set of steps made. Be able to get up there as you cannot mirror to it, so pairing that in with the sank and escape checks as well. And that was a hook shot here in the back of Escape. Very much useful and often very much required in almost every seed here for Link of the Past.
Yep, we've got a crystalline swamp pass today, so the hook shot is definitely required. Right, Krithel making use of the Moon Pearl's secret text here to to get into Water Walk state, but then getting punished by the heart piece and having to set it up again.
Not so bad when you've got Moon Pearl out. It didn't matter which side he was going first; he was going to get hit with that. But when doing that with Water Walk with boots, if you don't have the Moon Pearl in standard modes, that can end up hurting a little bit more than that. But able to just swim out and swim back in. See if there's anything here on the ledge. Nope. All right.
So to explain to chat what I meant there, the Moon Pearl is what allows you to get from Fake Flipper's state into Water Walk state in that cave. Otherwise, you would just be stuck in Fake Flippers, walking in and out, and like you wouldn't be able to get the chests. But having the Moon Pearl is how that works.
And Scamfish scamming us today, just a big 20. Ninjembro overdoing Uncle, not too much on that side. Gonna be hopping in here and taking a look at what's in the front of Escape.
Alright, we have some flippers in front of Escape there, so might lead Ninjembro to doing the Zora checks that we've already seen from Krithel.
Very much so. At this point, he can also. I mean, it's low equipment, but you've got Bombos, a sword, and flippers. That is Ice Palace access with the big key.
Sure is. It's a crystal dungeon as well, so definitely might be tempting to dip in there sooner rather than later, though obviously not super well set up to fight Cold Stare right now. It would be a pretty tough one.
But with this loadout, looks like ninjembro is going to sequence break the mountain. No lamp, so this isn't logic, but these runners don't care about dark rooms other than potential logical implications to figure it out faster. But literally give us what the treasure trove of Death Mountain is.
Yeah, interestingly, ninjembro does not have the Herabiki yet, so if you want to go out there and just like clear out a bunch of stuff, you might end up isolating an item in Hera.
We have a question in chat with inverted. Is anything going to be hard blocked by mitts? Being says you have a lot of access, and the answer to that is no, not technically. There is a glitch to be able to get around Graveyard Ledge, which was the previous only one in inverted. But sometimes it can be your logical and only way to get through to certain places, depending on what the rest of the items the seed gives you. Ooh, we got a cane up on Spec Rock. We're definitely going to be grabbing that here shortly.
Oh, Krithel with the refill. Rip. And that's already twice this seed that Krithel's gotten a fourth piece of heart at the worst possible time.
Yeah, most times you welcome the refill, but in this case, not so much.
Yeah, at least he remembered to dump his fairy.
We got Blue Boomerang over on Spec Rock. That's nice for a lot of areas, especially if you're familiar with NMG, to be able to, do different strats in the rooms. But I don't think, it's not really worth it for grabbing here when we have Hookshot already.
Right, flute on the mountain. Nice find.
Yes, indeed. Flute on the mountain means we will be seeing the lamp somewhere on the mainland.
Also a bow. This mountain sequence break seems to be paying off so far.
Very much so. That might allow us to do some things single dipping later. If we find an Eastern Big or a Pod Big down here on the mainland before the lamp, be very useful to have that bow in hand.
Alright, looks like Krithel, on the other hand, is more interested in staying in logic for the time being. Gonna head over to desert area here. There's a few extra checks we can do here in inverted, like you can get straight to this tablet and also checkerboard cave. Ooh, those are the boots on that tablet.
That is some spicy knowledge. Don't have the second sword yet. Can't get them, but I would not be surprised to see Krithel beeline it right back there as soon as getting that second sword, wherever it may be.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And ninjembro putting off Spiral Cave for the moment. Going to go over, check Ether Tablet and Pyra. With that hookshot, we'll be able to clear it, but did not get the Tower of Hera big key, it looks like, so we'll be leaving one check behind.
The ether tablet is somewhat less exciting. There's a big key here in Hera. It's a swamp. We're finding all of the not required big keys.
So Skull Woods is next, right?
Seems like it.
And Desert logically bootslapped here. We know where those are. You're gonna need another sword to get them. So, where are we headed to now, Krithel?
That's the Thieves' Town big key. That means that there is not an item locked behind the Hera big key, because the third item must be on Moldon. So Ninjembro not punished by coming up here without the big key. Right, at the 25-minute mark, we have our first crystal in the hands of Ninjembro. Right, in the meantime, Krithel now back to the chapel here. Is this going to be a mountain play, or is it going to be an East Darkworld? Looks like it's going to be the mountain. Maybe not. Do we have loose ends in the village?
This might be Lost
Krithel, yeah.
Woods and
Yeah.
Sanctuary and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot Krithel hadn't done the north part of the Light World yet. Yeah, that seems like what it is.
Alright, nothing super exciting in Spiral Cave. Just a hard container, but still lots up on Light Death Mountain. And it looks like Ninjembro with that hook shot's going to go over and clear out, do the Lionel dodging game and clear out Dark Death Mountain. Very nicely done. Nothing to note here in Hookshot Cave. We are starting to get less and less on knowledge and on known checks of what we've got available here. Ether to get into the front of Turtle Rock. No mirror yet, so Turtle Rock not the answer. Is this game going to force our runners into Ice Palace?
Yeah, this could be heading that way. Obviously, Ninjembro has access to the back of Thieves as well, but not logically until we find the lamp to put the mountain play into the logic. We've also got Pyramid, Catfish, and potentially some things in Pod.
Very true, very true.
Yeah, nice pass is exactly where Ninjembro was heading.
Logically full clearable. It's no, and with the cane, it's even going to be quicker. So after that mountain trip, having that, not a bad play. Just going to be a tough fight, but this is main tournament. If we're ever going to see a clean fight on this equipment, it would be here.
Krithel has already done Zora. Chat speculating about him routing it into these plays, but yeah, Krithel's already been to Zora area.
And Ninjembro making use of that bug net and the fairy drop here, giving himself a little bit of extra insurance for the cold stare fight coming up.
Right, looks like it's mountain time for Krithel as well, having now found that hook shot. So just going to be following in Ninjembro's footsteps here, getting all of the goodies that were on the mountain.
Big chest having an item, just 100 rupees though. I have not been counting efficiently here, so I'm curious if there's still an item iced tea. It would look like so, because Ninjembro is headed back for it.
Yeah, I did not think we found everything, so I guess we need to go ahead and go to iced tea. Alright, Krithel, got to be a little careful here. Death here would be a little slow, having to walk back up to the portal on the top of the mountain without boots. Alright, never in doubt.
Ooh, that's a big find. Mirror in iced tea. There's our progression that we've been looking for.
Yeah, and that's kind of sending us towards Swamp Palace now.
Yes, that, or it could be up the mountain again for another trip to be able to head into the back of Turtle Rock.
True, that's still not in logic though, right? Until we find the lamp.
This is true. This is very true.
I don't know what Ninjembro has in bottles here, but this is a little scary.
He's got at least one fairy that he caught in the Pengator room earlier.
Okay,
But yeah,
so we should be fine.
He's got at least another hit in him. He's not in one-hit KO mode yet, but this is not an easy fight.
One puff down. Ooh, okay. Watch yourself. Okay, looks like there's another fairy in a bottle there. Ninjembro just checking to make sure before playing aggressively. Alright, there we go.
There we go. Cold stare down and half magic. Nice to have, not required, but makes life a little smoother and easier.
Alright, Ninjembro, back to the house here. Looks like, well, I'm expecting Swamp Palace here. Just another full clearable crystal seems like the most obvious play. I guess it's not quite full clear. Oh no, we have got the big key. Yeah, okay, it is full clearable.
Yep, full clearable crystal dungeon following the ABCD rule of always be clearing dungeons. Preferably those of crystals.
It's like Krithel is bailing without doing either Spiral or Mimic Caves. He's still going to head over and do the Dark World Mountain stuff, though.
Yes, indeed. That can seem... it can be tedious going up and inverted, doing the right side of the mountain. Lots of trips up through Paradox Cave. Gumball really getting the boot there. Alright, we've got everyone's favorite left side swamp here. Let's see if that has our answer today, or if it's just a sign. Just a map and a piece of heart. Nothing exciting over here, but only has to go through it once with that big key already in hand, in just one and done through the dungeon.
Now Krithel's off the mountain. Looks like heading Ice Palace Woods as well. Nice buy of a blue potion there.
Another one of the things that has been changed for specifically inverted, that in non-inverted modes is a red potion, but to make it that you have a blue potion available to you, it has been changed.
Okay. There's Bomber's getting a little frisky here. Might have to drink one of those potions pretty soon.
And Ninjembro picking up yet another one of our quote-unquote not required big keys, with the wraparound chest having the Skull Woods big.
Right, there's just about the full set now. Alright, there's the Maya Big in the back of Swamp, one we actually do need.
Yes, indeed. And flute not... Ooh, silvers, that's nice. Flute not required to get to Meyer in this mode. If you've got light world access and a mirror, you can bounce over that way. So I would not be surprised if we see Ninjembro follow his crystal dungeons and head there next.
Yeah, could be. We haven't got a fire source just yet. It's the slight concern. Obviously, Maya is beatable in the dark, but we can't full clear it. Seeing some nice quick swap action in the Argus fight here, making use of those silvers.
Yep, just making sure to take your time on the quick swap. You don't want to quick swap twice. Going one further over will mirror you out of the boss. I would know that firsthand.
Alright, Krithel routing Ice Palace a little bit differently. You're going to do Ice Tea first, get that mirror slightly sooner. Won't get to skip anything though, because the big chest had an item.
And Ninjembro hadn't done South Shore yet, so pairing this in with South Shore and likely the Zorachex. Now I like this route. This is really heads up routing, making things as efficient as possible.
Alright, let's see if Krithel can save any time with a better hammer cold stare here.
On Fighter Sword, I'm surprised we don't see any spin speed strategies here to try to extend that hammer hitbox. Ooh, Krithel, be careful! Getting that blue goo just in time.
Alright, the advantage of having 9 hearts here, you get to take 2 hits before you go to drink your potion. Alright, 1 to go. There we go. Krithel getting his half magic as well. I would certainly expect him just to follow along the path Ninjembro carved and go to Swamp next. Ninjembro gets to do a catfish check while here, because he's come to Zora area with the mirror, which Krithel did not. Not a huge deal with the flute showing up though. Krithel can get to catfish if needed pretty soon. Ooh, there's the second sword, but Ninjembro does not yet know about the boot's location.
This is true. It's just nice to have a second sword, just for the upgraded firepower too. It's a big difference versus having Fighter Sword, and just makes things go a lot smoother.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ninjembro stumble upon those boots pretty soon, because like going to desert area and then mirroring to Maya area seems like a pretty reasonable set of plays right now.
And that very well may be what we're doing. Meanwhile, Krithel following behind in the footsteps. Nope, I spoke too soon.
Where are we going? Oh, Smith. Got that mirror in hand. So it looks like this might still be the play we were talking about, just like with purple chest in hand, on the way to do it.
Yeah, again, just the hyper efficiency here, trying to pair everything together and make as few cleanups as necessary on the route back. I like it.
Alright, finding another fetch quest item there though. Krithel getting a bit fortunate there with the fire snake coming and going without disrupting that diver down.
Wow, Ninjembro very confident at 10 hearts green mail, saying, nah, I don't need blue.
Yeah, now Ninjembro gets to activate the flute, mirror back to the Dark World, and then flute down to Swamp, and yeah, do all these checks. I guess you have to go back into the Dark World through the portal. Or the Light World, rather.
Yeah, the only way that gets
inverted scrambling my brain here.
Yeah, oh yeah, a little bit. It can absolutely do that. Opting for the save and quit instead might be a little faster to do that.
Yeah, it probably
The
is,
only way
actually.
that would have gotten faster would have been if he'd already had nits. He could have fluted to 6 and lifted up the rock and gone in through the portal near desert.
So flute and inverted, it can be your logical, or I guess just your mountain access full stop if you don't have glove yet, and it can also be your Maya area access if you haven't got mirror. But in this seed, it is just giving us fast travel.
Ooh, fire rod in purple chest.
All right, that's pretty big. You're obviously saying about the efficiency from Ninjembro there, and like the only concern really with doing it like that is that you might have ended up over clearing. But now that that purple chest is required, it's looking really good.
And then you end up with boots immediately thereafter. Yeah, that feels good.
So worth remembering, a while back we did see the Cane of Burner on the library. So now we have the boots. That is available, which means that Spike Cave is in logic. I guess it still isn't in logic because we haven't got a lamp yet for the mountain, but close to in logic. It is accessible.
At this point, I just wouldn't be surprised if Lamp's over in Eastern. We haven't seen either of our runners head over towards the Saha Eastern area yet. Oh, goody, and it is Bombos to get into Mire. That's going to be a full clearable Mire here for Ninjembro, with Silvers making Biddy real easy. Oh, look at that. Talk about Eastern, there shows up the big key.
Alright, everything's kind of coming together now. Looks like Ninjembro is just looking for Ice Rod and Turtle Rock Big Key now. Oh, and Desert Big Key. Okay. 3 from go. Yep, Krithel being fooled by Inverted again there, trying to activate the flute in the Dark World.
So where does Krithel go after this one?
It's a good question. Obviously, the answer needs to be purple chest, like Smith Chain, and get the fire rod from purple chest, but that might not be what happens. I don't know. Like you're here in the light world in the village. Like it certainly could be what he does. Definitely feels a little bit like the race is slipping away if that's not what happens.
With mirror out, this does look like it's going to be a smith chain.
Alright, this is good news. The problem really, though, is that Krithel seems to still not being getting anywhere near those boots. He
Yeah,
can do
catfish
this.
is... Go ahead.
No, so I was just going to say, he can do this and get the fire rod, but then, yeah, you probably get led into Maya, then you find the Eastern big key and do Eastern, like, you probably just do all of that, unless another sword shows up, like, during Maya or Eastern. I mean, Krithel could potentially finish the seed without the boots, which would not be ideal.
Yeah, that feels bad. And ninjembro doing one of the harder dark rooms here, getting it done real smoothly. Sometimes getting that block on the switch with those shooters can be a bit of a pain. Very nicely done from ninjembro. Very efficient dark fire.
Did Krithel not do hammer pecks during that series of checks, or did I just miss it?
I think Krithel... I'm not certain. I was checking. I was watching ninjembro's side. Not 100%. I don't think there was any. There was just blue mail in there, so it's not going to be a detriment for missing it.
Okay, Krithel turning back now with that fire rod. Where are we going? Mushroom turning.
This might be good. Does the mushroom turn in? Hopefully he stops over by catfish, gets that second sword.
Yeah, you could mirror do catfish here. It would certainly be nice. I also didn't notice if ninjembro fully cleared out Maya or not, or just like did the boss and bailed.
Oh no, Krithel! Oh no, leaving behind catfish.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Ooh, that's the Titan's mitts in the Eastern Palace big chest.
Again, convenient for getting around, but only thing that's gonna really open is gonna be King's Tomb. And at this point, I'm pretty sure the lamp has to be in Palace of Darkness, given everything that we've done.
Yeah, have we seen the pyramid ledge? It could be there as well, right? But yeah, either one, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we have seen Pyramid Ledge yet.
That's about all we have.
Ooh, big key to desert in the big key to eastern chest.
All right, at the moment, the the path to the end of the seed is just looking like kind of linear. Every dungeon is leading us to the progression for the next one.
Would be very surprised to see Ninjembro bail on Pendant Pod while over here, though, to go do Desert with still being 2 from go.
Yeah, you could be right. I mean, with Flute and Mirror, it's not actually like that hard to get back to Pod in Inverted, because you could just like do the walk in the light world. So I think it's pretty close to whether he goes to Desert next or not.
And Ninjembro giving us the breakdance version of the our most quick kill here. Cape's convenient, a little more health, but nothing of importance in the back of Saha's closet. And we are getting a mirror. And we'll be fluting away. Ooh, and chat pointing out that we do have Pyramid Fairy available.
Yep, Maya and Easton are 2 red crystals there. That is still lamp locked, so the lamp can't be a Pyramid Fairy, but certainly our other progression can be. Right, there's the Maya win from Krithel. Going to go ahead and do Eastern, just still kind of lagging a dungeon a bit behind here. Looks like Krithel's going to go ahead and do the Sahasrara's Closet checks before going into Eastern. Did Ninjembro just fall off the ledge there?
I think he went for spin speed and fell off the ledge.
Rip. Alright, Lambo fight for ninjembro. We're going to go for the silvers fight here by the looks of it. Lines it up
Very
nicely.
nicely done.
Yeah, gets to one cycle. And finds an irrelevant medallion. So, ninjembro has finally run out of like naturalistic progression path, so the question is what's next? You're going to be in the wall here. Yep.
The overworld of desert not treating ninjembro all that nice. Alright, so a couple different options here. We could go Big Bomb, we could go back to Pod, we could go to Turtle Rock. Looks like this is going to be deepest sphere we can get. Going to be Big Bomb turning most likely.
Yeah, I think ninjembro is just operating on the theory that Pod is only leading to lamp here and just assuming that he's in logic and playing everything. Be interesting to see if Krithel dips into Pod on after Eastern, because he's obviously already done some of the checks in Desert as well. So it's a bit less tempting to bail there from his point of view. Also, he'd love to wait until he gets that second sword so that he can pick up the boots while he's there, because obviously he knows the boots are waiting for him. Here is our first sighting of the pyramid ledge, just some arrows. That's not been the answer this whole time.
And nothing in Pyramid Fairy.
Looks like mushroom turn in next.
Yeah, it would look that way.
Right, we've already seen this on Krithel's side. For the first time in a little while, really, we're seeing a check from Krithel first, when we've mostly just seen Krithel following ninjembro around. Alright, let's see if Krithel has the mirror ready, so this could be, I guess you would mirror anyway to flute, but this could be the pot dip. It could certainly be Krithel's way back in, potentially.
Ninjembro going for King's Tomb next.
Oh, Krithel, oh yeah, of course, you've got to go get Kiki. I was forgetting about that step, wondering where Krithel was walking off to.
And Krithel taking advantage of the fact that you cannot walk through a mirror portal while you're holding an object. So it looks like nothing in the boots checks. Ninjembro heading into Pod.
Yep, so any advantage Krithel could have gotten from this pod play is looking like it's not going to matter in the end. This boots advantage is really catching up with him at this point. Like any ability he had, because he's obviously fallen behind already, but any ability he had to catch up now is just sort of being eaten into by those boots. think Krithel really needs to see a sword in pod to get the boots himself.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. But right now, we are just running fewer and fewer on checks of where our final remaining progression can be.
To answer the question from chat there, Thieves Town still has 3 items plus green pendant, so there's still 4 things in the back of Thieves that could be the answer, but the Thieves Town big key is lamp locked, so it can't be the immediate answer.
But at this point, I'm almost positive turtle rooms. It's either turtle rooms or shovel must have our lamp at this point.
Yeah, it really does feel that way, doesn't it? We're just running out of everything. I guess lamp can be in the dark basement as well. It can't be in this dark room that Krithel's in right now, but it can be in the dark basement because we have fire rod.
That's true. We do have fire rod, 100%. Always amusing when you find the lamp in the dark.
And there it is.
Always amusing when you find the lamp in the dark. All right, that puts everything else back in logic.
Yeah, it's like a moderately big deal. We were in a pretty deep logical hole at this point, so now we're back. Alright, that's enough Palace of Darkness for Krithel's liking. Where now? This might just be the big bomb that we've already seen. I'd be pretty tempted to go back to Thieves Town now that it's in logic. Does Krithel actually have the big key? It's not marked on his tracker. Oh, was that in Spiral Cave, which he skipped?
No, I believe Spiral Cave was just a heart container.
Okay, I'm not sure if Krithel actually doesn't have it then, or where it was. I really thought it was on the mountain somewhere. I didn't think Krithel skipped very much.
Alright, Krithel going to check shovel. And ninjembro hoping that the 2 items needed for Turtle Rock are just in Turtle Rock.
Alright, this is a bold play, needing 2 things. Actually could pay off huge.
And ninjembro starting with Laser Bridge.
Going to be intently counting items here to see at what point it becomes dead that the Ice Rod and Big Key are both in here. I actually didn't see the first chest there. There were at least 2 items there, though. There was a full heart container and a heart piece, plus a small key and whatever was in the first chest.
Another small key. We've got 2 smalls.
Okay, so 2 items found so far. What is it, 6 items in Turtle Rock in this mode?
I believe so. The sword that Krithel is missing is at Catfish. which Krithel did not do when he turned in the mushroom.
Ooh, there's a big key to this dungeon. All right, the dream is alive.
Yep.
Oh, Krithel's coming up here as well. Alright, this is pretty bad news for Krithel, because now even if it pays off, he's not actually going to get an advantage out of it. Ethan, there's the front door.
That's funny. If we only had one key and there was 3 keys up front, could logically be required to grab that ether. If you spend the key and go back in through the front door.
Just the map. Still 2 more items in here, I believe. Was that it? I thought there was still 1 more item in there. I guess maybe I missed a count somewhere.
I think it's on the boss.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, my mistake. Yeah, that's how this mode works. So yeah, the gambit did not pay off. So yeah, Back of Thieves looking like the next play.
Is there anything else we haven't seen between the 2 runners? I'm pretty sure it's all that's left.
That's a pretty good question. There's more things in Skull, right?
That's true. Could be in Skull. We haven't. We've read Ped. Have we seen Green Pendant turn in?
No, because it's on the Back of Thieves.
Right. So.
Spike Cave, yeah, as chat says as well. It is such bad luck for Krithel that no other sword has turned up. Like, we've done so many checks at this point and just only found the 2, and Krithel's missed one of them.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like 2 swords in GT at this point.
Yeah, Ped has been read. It was just some cash.
And there it is in the Thieves Town Big Chest 11950. Ninjembro is in go mode.
And a trip back to Trinex is much more palatable and inverted here than it would be in a non-inverted seed. Haven't got to walk all the way back through TR. We just go through this portal here and then mirror back to the bus.
Very much so. No need to save your portal. It's already there for you.
Nearly a perfectly executed hammer Trinex fight there, and then just missed one fire rod shot at the end there, but still a pretty good fight.
A really nice finish with the hammer there on the second phase of Trinex. All right, chat. Every mode in this tournament, we have guesses between 1 and 22 as to where our big key is in GT. Rob, where do you think we're going to end up seeing it after this seed? You think it's going to be nice to us? You think we're going to have to go dig?
I mean, knowing Krithel's luck, it's going to be on Torch.
Oh, that would be... that would just be the added spice onto this seed that has been not quite extra crispy, but definitely a little crunchy. And here in inverted, Ganon's tower is gotten to by going through Hyrule Castle, where Aga would normally be. So that's another question. Does Ninjembro find another sword here before making it up to Ganon?
I'm going to say Biggie on Torch, both swords behind ice armors. We're going to see a Hope Right route here, finding the small key needed.
Six checks so far, no big key, no sword.
Remember, we haven't found the pod big key yet, so there could be a trap big key in here somewhere. Hey, look, there's one. Am I right? Is this the one? It's pod.
Oh, that's a pod big key. Oh, that's not nice. Imagine coming here without the boots, seeing that, and being like, "Oh God, is that pod? Is that not?" There's a sword for Ninjembro. Getting us up to temper. No Master Sword fight today. So far, 11 checks, no big key yet.
There we go.
Number 12. Let's take a quick look through chat and see if anyone has picked 12. And it looks like Pterodine Azeri. Congratulations, you win a lifetime supply of rando seeds from ALTTPR.
Hey look, both runners are fighting Lambo at the same time. We get to pretend it's an even race for a few seconds. Oh, I think Krithel's remembered to, to do hammer pegs now. Might be going back into Thieves after this.
Yeah, that would get him his sword mode, but the amount of Ganon falls and Ganon deaths it would take at this point for Ninjembro, we are in power outage territory.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's not a realistic chance of coming back here, but obviously it would be at least nice for Krithel to hit sword go before Ninjembro was finished. Obviously the sword is just on the way in GT, so sword go mode is basically go mode here. Yeah, what we're witnessing here is what 45 minutes of boots disadvantage will do for you.
Ooh, couldn't get the 2-cycle. Got blue balled. Ooh. Wow, a lot of those hits got eaten up in the first one. And there we go. Agate 2 is down.
Alright, here comes Krithel's Go Mode Sword, or Go Mode Ice Rod, rather. Meanwhile, ninjembro puts the final silver arrow into Ganon. Gonna go ahead and take the win here.
Get your GGs in chat for ninjembro.
Crossing that bridge with an official race time of 1:31:48. Going to advance to 2-0 in the tournament. Unfortunately, Krithel starting his tournament with a loss.
And it does look like Krithel is not going to finish out the rest of the match. Let's see if we can get both runners in for an interview. And we are joined in the booth by ninjembro, winning this game. GG's ninjembro.
Hey, GG's and GG's to Krithel.
Yeah, so how do you feel about your route there? It seemed to work out pretty well for you in general.
Yeah, I mean, it felt really good. Obviously up until that very late game with Ice Rod being where it was and Turtle Rock big, like everybody probably saw it. Like I flew to the 3 and was like, let's start looking for this Ice Rod, and then I was just like, no, like why would I do this? Let's just go to Turtle Rock. Turns out that should have just went with the original gut feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty exciting when the big key showed up in there. Like the dream was briefly alive.
Yeah, when that key showed up, I was just like, oh, like maybe we'll get the Ice Rod, and like I felt weird about like going to the big chest because I was like, man, if the Ice Rod is somewhere except the big chest, like I just lose the ability to mirror back to Laser Bridge for free. But it felt like that was still the better play. Like that was still the better route through TR. I don't know. Also, GG's Krithel.
GG.
Yeah, the big difference in this one was Catfish having that extra sword for our boots on Bombos tablet, which Krithel had you had the knowledge of early, but just never got to that other sword, unfortunately. Your thoughts on the seed?
I mean, it was a fun one. I may not have been in the race, but I had a fun little time in my own world. Yeah, so I knew when I was doing like the relatively early slow Zora play, I was isolating Catfish, and by the time I got the flute and had it activated, there was too much to do. So pretty much as I activated the flute, I just checked Catfish off as if it was gonna be. I thought Ice Rod at the time. I was just done. Like, I mean, I potentially would have grabbed it if I got the boots, but yeah, with the only sword out. I don't know if there was one in Back of Skull or if they were both in GT. But...
Yeah, I didn't even piece together until until we were talking about it in the race time room while waiting for the stream to catch up. Like, I hadn't really pieced together that, doing the Zora loop before Ice Palace, which is a 100% completely reasonable to play to make, just with like how low percent the early Ice Palace play kind of was. you do it in that order, and the sea just plays out completely differently, and especially with like. Obviously, I wasn't thinking about it at the time because I was like, "Oh, there's probably just another sword out there." Because I still have like 100 billion checks to do, and like I just keep not finding a sword.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. Well, as soon as I saw sword, because yeah, I saw boots relatively early on the tablet, so obviously I was, hoping for a sword. Basically, anytime I got one, I'd be lying there, which affected my room quite a lot to try. Like I put off the mountain pretty well, the TR'd it pretty late because I knew it would be a horror show without boots. So I did a bunch of other stuff, and at that point I was questioning whether I'd do it, and again I just decided if that was the sword, I was probably done. It wasn't worth doing, and I'm almost certain if I watch it back that would be the case. Like it would have been so late getting the boots. I certainly wasn't finishing by the 130 mark if I'd gone at that point. So I regret that decision. It's just it happens.
Yeah, rando be rando sometimes.
I was pretty close to not joining this tournament because I only play boot start modes. I thought, it's fine. You get the boots a bunch of times. I think I got the boots once in qualifiers before the hour mark. I feel pretty cursed at the moment.
You should get lucky with your mode drawing. You just get the boot start mode every time. We've got one.
I'm just hoping the bot breaks and starts with glitches. It's my best chance.
Yeah, this one was this is a fun one. I don't know if I've ever had an Infrosia seed with Light World access as fast as I did in this one.
It was wildly fast, which is not what I was looking for, having to make a decision that early. Because I knew, I don't know inverted. I knew I'd make a bad decision, whatever I did. So I was just, whatever. Okay.
Like,
I guess we gotta do something.
I was half tempted, like when I found that glove in Thieves Town, to just like immediately just say, chest game, dig game, Stumpy. Nah, we're skipping all of those.
I'd skip dig game and Stumpy and just went straight into Gakariko after that.
Like I strongly considered it, but like I think the reason I didn't is like either way I was going to save and quit to do Hype Cave because that's a good number of quick checks and then enter Light World from that portal.
That's I kind of regretted it once I made that choice because getting Hype Cave early, and it doesn't help that there was absolutely nothing in Kakariko.
Kakariko
was
was
stuff in the first 5 minutes, and then for the next 15 was just absolutely nothing.
Yeah, like Kakariko didn't even really have like safeties or anything. If I recall, it was just a bunch of like rupees, bombs, arrows.
Bugnet
like,
and the buck.
yeah.
I think. I don't remember. The book was early, but it was not good.
Yeah, this was one of the few seeds that I've actually used the Bugnet though in Ice Palace to get a second fairy in a bottle just in case.
I went for the easy strat and just went and bought potions because we got a load of money early, so just stocked up on blues before popping in and used them pretty well on the boss.
Oh, another notable thing about Krithel's game there is that I've never seen anyone get owned by a fourth heart piece twice in one seed before.
I was having a great time. I was kind of aware for both of them that it was a possibility. Just like, surely we're fine.
Oh. But yeah, GG's again, Krithel, and thanks Round Beasley and Deep Fried for doing comms. Restreamer, trackers, everybody that puts all this together. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. Big thank you to you all.
Yeah, and thanks to you two too for putting on this show for us. Give the runners a follow. Yeah. Put it in chat there. Oh, I've got to say okay to the rules. Yeah, go follow these two runners. They've been great for us today.
All right, and unless anybody's got any final thoughts, I think that's going to wrap it up for us here on Speed Gaming 4. Lots of rando all over the place throughout the Speed Gaming channels. Keep an eye out for that. They've got a ton of more matches over the next 4 weeks with groups and then bracket stages here for the main tournament. But yeah, this has been a fun one to com. I am Deep Fried 87. My co-com Rob J. Beasley. Any final words to send us off?
And just thanks to everyone who's organised this tournament and for Speed Gaming for hosting the matches. It's always fun to participate, both as a player and a commentator.
All right, and with that, everybody, have a great evening.